Good morning, students of class 10. Welcome back to the online classes now. We are doing 100 dresses. From today we will do part 2. So 100 dresses part 2. So now here the posters or the drawings were hung all over the wall and the children were looking at. They were making a line and going through the drawings. There are 7 points I have written over here. While the students were circling the room to look at the drawings, they were circling the room and looking at the drawings because Miss Mason had told them to file a line and go through the drawings. The monitor at that moment, the monitor or a peon brought a note from the office. From the office, a piece of paper the monitor brought and handed over to Miss Mason. A sheet of paper was handed over to Miss Mason. And what happened? Number 2, Miss Mason read several times. She read over again and again and again. It was few writings were there. Some sentences were there. Miss Mason read that paper several times and studied thoughtfully. She studied thoughtfully. She knew for a while. Then she clapped her hands. So she read the letter. The sheet of paper, notice or something like that. The students were busy looking at the drawings and she read it carefully, thoughtfully, and she clapped her hands. As students, get back to your seats. So, attention class, Miss Mason said, attention class, everyone back to their seats. She said, everyone go back to your seats. Please sit down, be seated. There was pin drop silence in the class. All the students, they sat down, they took their own seats, and there was a pin drop silence. The children were looking at each other. What is it? Are we going to have a holiday, or something is there, or is there any complaint or something like that? There was a pin drop silence in the class, and Miss Mason said, I have a letter from Wanda's father. Your dear students, listen carefully. I have a letter from Wanda's father. Here is a letter. I want to read it to you. So she said, I want to read it to you. Miss Mason said, I will read to you. The class grew tense. The students grew tense. Oh, must be complained. We were teasing her. We are making fun of her. Now we will be called in the office and we'll get punishment. So all the students were scared as well as tense. There was pin drop silence. All were looking at each other's face. The teacher adjusted her glass. The teacher adjusted her glass like this way. She opened the glass. She wiped it with a handkerchief and she put it. Her manner, the way she took out her glasses, she cleaned the glass, adjusted her glass. Her manner indicated that what was coming. All the students knew something is very serious. Something is there. That's why Miss Mason is not saying immediately. She's taking time to tell. And all the students were tense and they were worried and they were tense. They were afraid also. Must be a complaint. Or must be some of the students will be called in the office. The students were thinking in this way. So, this letter is of great importance, she said. Miss Mason said, this letter is of great importance. It's a very important letter. All must listen carefully. I am going to read. The letter read. The letters, it was written there, mentioned. Now she is going to read. Dear teacher, on the top, on the left hand corner it was written, Dear teacher, my Wanda will not come to your school anymore. It was written in one sentence. The first sentence, Dear teacher, second line, my Wanda, my daughter Wanda will not come to your school anymore. Jake also, her brother Jake also will not come. So Wanda and Jake will not come to your school anymore. We moved to a big city. Now we are going to a big city. We'll move away from here and go to a big city. No more holler polla. There no more holler polla. No more funny names. In the city there are plenty of funny names. So she said that no more holler polla, no funny names, plenty of funny names in the big city. That's all. It was written there. Now Miss Mason became very serious. She knew that these children must be teasing her because of a funny name. That's why she left the school. She left the class. She was quite serious. But she did not shout at the children. She handled the situation in a different manner. She tackled this situation in a different manner. We'll talk about in our next class what she did. Did she punish the students for teasing her, for telling her about funny names? Because Wanda will not come to school anymore now. Her present is pending. She got the first prize medal in her drawing, for her drawings. Now the letter has come that the children were looking at her drawings, and the letter came that she is not going to come now anymore, because there was children must be teaching with funny names. That's why father said no funny names, plenty of funny names in the big cities. Wanda must have told her father, Jake must have told his father about all this, what is happening in the school. So they left the school. Now how this situation Miss Mason will handle, now we'll talk in our next class. That's all for today. Thank you for watching the video. Stay safe, carry on your studies, make a habit of going through the online portal every day. I'm telling you every time. So don't waste your time. Be wise enough to use your time wisely, carefully and sincerely. You must be sincere to yourself. So nobody has to tell you study and do your work and this and that. You are grown up. You are now a senior student of class 10. So that's all for today. You know it very well. Thank you for watching.